Now then, it's time to take a huge dump on some unlucky engineer's work and list the top 5 worst ships in Elite Dangerous. When examining ships, I try to stay objective and find the best comparison to these ships, their price, purpose and other things. I know we all have our lists of worst ships, so take this with a grain of salt. Number 5. While going over each ship, I realized that really there are minor differences between all of them, and I could only find 4 ships fitting for this list. But when it came to 5th spot, I started to consider Federal and Imperial ships, just because you had to grind missions for them. But instead of that, I chose Asp Scout. The reason for choosing this ship was fairly straightforward. Its cost and comparison to alternatives. See, for 4 mil you can almost get Vulture, and add 2 extra mil you can get Asp Explorer. And you know, both of those ships are great ones. Best part about Asp Scout is that it's multi-purpose and its offensive capabilities are no better than Cobra's. And yet Cobra has more compartment space. What the fuck, Lacon? Can't you make a decent ship? Well, except for Explorer and arguably Diamondbacks. Number 4. The 4th spot takes bigger and more bloated version of Viper Mark III, the Mark IV. It has twice as much armor and better shields, if you upgrade them of course. But that's the upside. Real downsides, for one, is at least the cost that is twice as much as the Mark III, and combat capabilities that are no more than Mark III. And finally, it's less maneuverable, because it's simply fat! And yeah, sure, it has more compartments, but this is a fighter, and really you don't need that many of them. In summary, this is not an upgrade. It's actually a downgrade, if anything. So don't buy it, unless you want to get every ship in the game to be the ship pimp. Number 3. Ever since I started playing, I had this pure hatred for these very cheap ships. Here I'm referring to Adder and Hauler. But after examining both things, I realized that Adder wasn't too bad. But Hauler, holy space Jesus fucking Christ, it's terrible. At least you can say that that's the only shit ship that Zorgon Peterson has made. After all, everyone is allowed to make one terrible choice. But why is Hauler bad? Well, first off, it has less offensive capabilities than Sidewinder. This is just pathetic! And what makes it worse is that Adder is so much better, having more hardpoints, compartments, armor, everything, and it costs barely more. Seriously, 30,000 is pretty much 1 bounty or 3 missions, more or less. Only redeeming quality Hauler has is its jump range, and since you don't really have that much space in your compartments, getting from point A to point B is all you can really do. Number 2. Right then, for this spot I have chosen Type 9. Wait, I mean Type 7. Type 6. Nah, screw it. Every Type XX are fucking bad ships. Sure, Type 9 at least has excuse of having lots of compartments to fill, but other ones have no excuses of being terrible. All of these ships move at snail's pace, so running away is absolutely impossible. Then defensive capabilities are also close to zero, since shields and hardpoints are crap. Then lastly, jump range for all of them, well maybe except for Type 6, is absolutely horrid. I mean, trading ships should be able to transport a lot of things from place to place with speed, otherwise what's the point? Actually, you're better off by getting a multi-purpose ship. And in fact, Anaconda and Python are better at hauling cargo than Type XX ships. Good job, Lacon, you've done it again. Number 1. And so for the top spot of this garbage list is Cobra 4. Yes, just like Viper 4, it's more bloated than the previous version. Seriously, DeLacy, stop. Stop making improved versions. Just stop. Go make a ship named Mamba or something and it should be fine, even if it's a space ice cream truck. But anyways, in comparison to Mark III, again it costs twice as much, is a lot slower, and has smaller jump range. And what do you get in return for that price? An extra weight, few more compartments and 1 extra small hard point. Armor and pretty much everything else is the same. Seriously, this is a fucking ripoff. Screw you, DeLacy, screw you. But you know, there's one more thing you should know about Cobra Mark IV. And I quote the wiki, Cobra Mark IV is available for in-game credits to anyone who has individually purchased both Elite Dangerous and Elite Dangerous Horizons before the 5th of February 2016 on PC. This also includes the lifetime expansion pass holders. It's our thank you for your faith in the game. What? Seriously, Frontier, what the fuck is this? So let me just get this straight. For a thank you, you're giving these people the worst ship in the game. Frankly, I find it extremely amusing. And I'm probably this way because of Planetside devs who kept on breaking things and delivering subpar content. And at this point, I'm used to it. So when devs decide to give community something that's actually working, yet terrible at the same time, I find it cheeky and lovable. So there you go, my list of the worst ships. I know some of you, if not all of you, have different lists, so maybe post them below for discussion and collective corporate whiplashing on those assholes who made these ships. Those damn engineers. But till then, I'll see you around, not flying these heaps of garbage.